kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Steve Young. Able to slither by. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Steve Young. That is caught by Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Young. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the turnover, here's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Murray. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray got his target, Samuel. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Murray, man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards on the play, first down. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Murray now on first down. That pass complete to Jim Brown. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Bulluck. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Cohen. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
General West!
Shoot!
On 2nd and 7, Young. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Young. Dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Young. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and run for it with Brown. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams, 5-3, Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference with every game that's played, maybe even teams that aren't in the conference. Because if you lose to someone, anyone, it could knock you out of the race.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A first down throw for Young. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Complete to Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a give right side. It's Brown, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. We go.
To throw, it's Murray. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
61, matchbox lights. Tight dog. Check. Let's go.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Phillips gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
Get in the weight room. Patch it.
3rd and long for Young. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Throwing is Murray on third down. And that will be incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been...
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Throwing, Young. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Hey, foxtrot, go. Ready?
From the gun, Steve Young. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Young. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught by Cohen. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Young to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
First throw of overtime for Murray. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Rebutt. Check 44.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hit it.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And now off to the races down the right side.